My back! What do you want? I'm in no mood to have my ear talked off, thank you. My back's afire. I can scarce talk for the pain. Leave an old man be. Mind, I wouldn't say no to some wildflowers, if you happen to have any with you. A handful of those, and I could prepare a poultice that'd help me make it home.
We have aught we need to deliver, do we not?
What is it now? Unless you brought me some wildflowers, I'd prefer to be left alone. Well, that was most kind of you. My thanks for the trouble. Right, here goes naught. Ah, that did the trick. Relief at last. I was beginning to fear that I'd be stuck here for the rest of my days. I've a mind to thank you, sir. Would you look in on me at my home? I live nearby. There aren't too many houses out here, so you'll find it soon enough, I expect.
I'd wager there's aught to be found here. We ought to take a closer look.
Sir Ghost Arthur spoke of a reward for our efforts. Shall we call upon him at his home? Pray, allow me to show you the way.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
Pray, follow me. The day grows darker with our every step.
We shall have to rely on our other senses, as the darkness robs us of our sight.
I? Beg pardon, sir, but...
Forgive me, dear. I forgot to tell you. I asked this good sir to look in on me.
Oh, not this again. How many times have I begged you not to bring strangers into our home?
I know, dear, but this one's a kindly sort. Brought me the wildflowers I needed to make it home when I threw out my back.
'Tis always one reason or another, isn't it? And has it e'er ended well for us? Not once. Mark my words, no one wanders this far out unless they are running from something.
This one's different, I promise you. You've heard tell of the Arisen, have you not? The hero who travels far and wide to track and fell the dragon.
Oh? So this stranger claims to be the Arisen? Believe what you will, but expect no hospitality from me. You may tend to our guest yourself.
You will have to forgive my wife. She has her reasons for being mistrusting, but you deserved a warmer welcome than that. Now let me fetch your reward. Wait here a moment.
I'll hold on to this. After all, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure.
We have reached our destination.
Oh! Fie! My back! I've done it in again!
Goat stuffer, when will you learn to be more gentle with yourself?
Oh, hold your tongue! All the gentleness in the world won't stop the hurt from coming on when 'twill. It's only gotten worse of late. There's naught for it but to make for the curative spring.
In your state, you'll ne'er reach it. And that's to say nothing of the monsters that haunt the roads out there. They'll be on you in a moment if they see you limping along on your own. Oh, would that I could take you to the spring myself, but alas,
Don't even think on it, my dear. I'd not ask that of you, knowing how crowded places of that ilk make you feel.
But what are we to do? I fear for you, my love.
A solitary shard is good for little. We need to seek...
Fear not. You'll have your reward. I just need to sit still a moment. You'd be willing to accompany me all that way? You see, my dear, what did I tell you? The Arisen's a goodly sort. I've an eye for people.
Oh, don't be a fool, Gaustuffer. You have barely spoken to this person. What if you were being deceived? Did you think of that?
Come. Surely there are far more clever lies to tell if one's intent is to swindle. I'm not sure I can afford to refuse aid so freely given, my dear.
So be it then. 'Tis plain your mind's made up.
We'd best be along. My back isn't like to fix itself.
Pray see my husband safely to the encampment. I shall await your return.
This curative spring sounds as if 'twould do wonders for an aching back. Let us see the good dwarf there post-haste. Pray, allow me to show you the way.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
Could I trouble you to walk a bit slower? My back is like to... Oh! There it goes!
Over here, if you please.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor. We must not let down our guard. Well done. I will protect you. I'd wager our merry band can handle whatever comes. We ought to have no trouble on the journey ahead. Indeed, you are correct.
Would you mind coming over here? This way, Master.
Ingenious. My own master must hear of this tactic. Now that is a surprise.
Well caught already.
I'll put this to use. That was hard won. We ought to consider this a lesson. You're like to grow overburdened if you keep picking up every little trinket you find. We should be able to move this boulder with our combined might. Shall we set it rolling? I expect this would fetch a fair sum at market. A fitting reward for a rigorous search. Prepare yourself.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
No harm in picking a few.
The sky is radiant this night. I feel at peace to gaze upon it.
Indeed, you are correct. A gore Minotaur! We must remain vigilant. Focus your attack. Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall.
Understood. Well done. my protection! I will finish this, here and now!
Our foe has been knocked off balance. Grab hold and drag it to the ground. Strike fast, and our quarry shall fall. It is the simplest strategy that our foe knows to use. Knock its feet out from under it, and strike ere it recovers. This battle will demand all our strength. We must stand together if we are to seize victory.
Could I try to walk a bit slower?
This might be worth a read. Let's have a look then. I'd wager there's aught to be found here. We ought to take a closer look. Nice armor you've got. It looks better on me, though. Another encounter. I ill like this. We are already hard pressed from our previous engagement. I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself. Whatever foes call this their home must be uniquely fearsome. 'Tis a lonely place, to be sure. Having more of these to hand ought serve us well in battle. "'Tis a ballista arisen. When better to use this but in the midst of battle? Mayhap this...
You're no soldier, are you? I expect your journey was a long one then. I'd not recommend camping. You'll awake neath a blanket of ash. I can give you a roof over your head at least.
Shall we get some rest then? Good morrow, everyone.
Come, we've much to be getting on with. A new day, a new perspective.
Am I truly so powerless? What?
One might confidently call that a resounding victory. Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
Couldn't have done better myself.
Greetings, Sir Arisen. Have you come to enjoy the waters of the curative spring yourself? The injury I sustained in Her Majesty's defense is healing steadily. Yet 'twill be some time before I am ready to leave. Though I am grateful for this opportunity to convalesce, I grow restless, as there is a matter I wish to investigate post-haste. Perhaps you would look into it on my behalf? I wish to know the identity of the villain who orchestrated the attempt on the Empress's life. The rogue you captured has been questioned at length, but last I heard has yet to reveal this information. Methinks you might fare better at breaking his silence.
This task is our responsibility. We must strive to see it fulfilled.
Huh. That's like to make me sick, it is. Still, there's not a swig of newt liquor can't fix, I always say. Bollocks. I'm all out. Boy there. Come at a fine time, you have. Care for a rotten egg? 'Twas soft boiled right here in the hot spring. 'Tis mostly sand. Won't kill you, nor. You're a bold one. Here you are.
We're here, Master.
Fancy a look at my wares?
At last! I've ne'er seen a more welcome sight. The spring here has been visited since times of eld for its curative properties. I only hope 'twill be able to ease the ache in my back. I'll go have my soak now, if 'tis all the same to you. Can't have Cleona fretting over how long I've been gone. Ooh! It twinges a bit.
'Twould seem I owe you a debt of gratitude. And an apology. True to your word, you have seen my husband safely to the spring. I was so afeard for his well-being, I couldn't bring myself to sit at home, waiting, wondering. So I followed you at a distance, though now I see I needn't have. My husband and I are met with persecution everywhere we turn, you see. More than one village we thought to call home has driven us away. That is why we live in so far-flung a place. Gaustaffer can bear the judgment well enough, but I cannot. You, at least, have proven deserving of our trust. My husband was right about you. You are a kind soul, indeed. I shall not soon forget this good turn you've done my husband and I. You are welcome to visit us again, if your travels should happen to take you as far as our abode. I would fain lend you my skills as magic archer maester. And I'm certain my husband would be only too glad to take up his blacksmith's hammer for your sake.
Sir Cleona was the magic archer-maester all along.
Short though our acquaintance may be, your kindness and sincerity have earned my respect. And so, to aid you in your duty, I would grant you this technique, my most guarded secret as maester of my art.
Fancy a look at my wares?
Greetings. I expect you must be weary from your travels, but you'll find this hot spring well worth the trip. Its healing waters draw upon the volcano's natural heat. Take a dip, and your fatigue shall melt away in moments.
Always a pleasure.
I ought to keep practicing till the last moment.
Sir Lamond seems unlikely to speak with us unless we present him with some sort of gift.
Newt liquor appears to be his poison of choice. I've heard it can be found in Batal. Shall we acquire some? Follow me, Master. I shall guide you to the location. A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.